Please welcome to the stage Anthony Beckett and Markify.
Hello, my name's Anthony Beckett. I'm hoping everyone's having a good night. So to really begin here, raise your hand if you can read this whiteboard in the audience. All right, judges, you might turn around, see if anyone's raising their hand. No, it's pretty hard to read. Now raise your hand if you can understand what's on this board. All right, well, I guess we have a few crazy people in the room. So before we jump all into this, a little bit about me. I'm a Brentwood High School senior with about 6 years of coding experience. And in 2022, I formed Exotech LLC with the mission of developing groundbreaking web applications powered by leading real-time infrastructure. And so kind of going back to what you just witnessed, we're looking at the problem and solution in the classroom here. So the problem is that even though we've had computers and all sorts of innovations, classrooms are still using technology from 30 years ago, which is the whiteboard. And because of this, classrooms are lacking a lot of accessibility, and they also lack student participation. It's still just the teacher at the front lecturing. So, well, the solution is really, as a species, we already solved it by creating computers. So why are they not readily used in the classroom? Well, introducing Markify. Markify is an all-in-one whiteboarding app that allows the teacher to stream whatever they write on a tablet, computer, or smartboard for all the students to see up close. And this is all with effective tools that aren't overwhelming to the teacher or the student. Now, I am unfortunately not the first one to make a whiteboarding app. There are probably hundreds out there, but most of these are intended for teams. They're not intended for the classroom. And of the ones that are in the classroom, they really serve different use cases than Markify. So kind of looking at an example here, which is Kami. Kami's aimed to replace paper for students. It's not for the whole classroom. Kami's just for individual work and assignments with very limited collaboration. On the other hand, Markify is meant to be used in the whole classroom setting, and it provides powerful tools that are simplistic with industry-leading real-time collaboration capabilities. And so kind of getting into the business side here, stay with me. You can see it costs about $60 per month right now to run, and based on current statistics, that's good for about 35 classes at once. And so I know what the question on everyone's mind is right now. How do we market and make money off of this thing? And so obviously we're gonna go do what every other ed tech company does, and we're gonna go out to the admins, we're gonna go to the districts, and we're gonna go, hey, this is a great tool, start using it, start paying for it. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. What we're actually gonna do is we're gonna market to the teachers and the students. We're gonna get the students using it as it's a leading tool that really helps with their note-taking. Then the teachers are gonna start picking it up and using it, and that is when the admins are gonna come along and go, this is an actual useful tool, and it's something worth paying for. So what does this actually look like? And so the goal of Markify is to be completely free for teachers to use. There's not gonna be any kind of, oh, you can't use the text box because you're not paying for it. And on the other hand, obviously, it's paid for the schools and districts that might wanna roll it out across a whole school or district. And so Markify is actually completely free. There's no tool limits or even file limits for up to 25 teachers in an organization. After that, districts can choose if they want to pay for more seats, and with either Markify Plus or Markify Assign, and you can buy one or both of these. Markify Plus gives additional features in Markify, such as a screen share capability and useful administrator settings. Markify Assign, on the other hand, is just an additional way for teachers to leverage Markify in their classroom by allowing every student to either work by themselves or in a group with their own copy of the document. So that way there's a shared classroom document, and also every student's got their own individual document. And so looking at the profit margin, you can kind of see for each plan what that costs on a per teacher basis. So obviously with the free, we do lose a little bit of money there, but you also get marketing exposure from that, and teachers going and referring it to their other teaching colleagues. Now, under that, you can kind of see the margin, and I know that might look low, especially for a software as a service company. However, you have to keep in mind that with more servers, as in more teachers are using it, so more bandwidth is purchased, that margin's actually going to go up because of economies of scale. The servers get cheaper the more you have to buy. Underneath all this, you can kind of see two different charts here. And so you can see the future sales. The light blue there, that's going to be for the free number of free users. And you can kind of see on the left the number of teachers using it. And then you can see the dark blue, that's going to be Markify Plus and Markify Assign. And you can kind of see what month I plan to get that released and out. And so in about 3 months from now, that's when I want to release Markify Plus, and about 6 to 7 is when I want to get Markify Assignments out. And so I think you've heard enough of me talking. I could sit up here all day and be like, Markify is the greatest tool to ever exist. But I think we should actually try it out. What do you guys think? Who wants a live demo? All right, so I'm going to come on here and actually already have it ready. And so this is what the teacher sees when they log in. Very simple, very straightforward to use. And when they want to do a lesson, all they have to do, new lesson, pick what option they want. They could just do a blank page, or they could use Freeboard, which is kind of an infinite whiteboard for brainstorming. But most of the time, teachers want to upload their worksheet that they made, or to be honest, purchased off a website. And so you can open that up on here. And you can see it opens right in here, very quickly uploads, and is ready to go. And what I'm actually going to do to kind of show it to all of you guys is I'm going to open it up on a smartboard, which is essentially just the standard in classrooms today. The unfortunate thing, though, is most teachers just use it as a whiteboard. They don't use it for the actual technology capabilities. And so all I do is I just click on it in here. It opens up on here, and that's when I can really go and share it. And so now I'm ready to teach. I'm ready to get all of you that I guess I'm having a college lecture today. And all I do is I come on here. I'm actually going to real quickly. I'm going to observe the smartboard, and that is just going to allow whatever I do on there is going to get shown up at the big screen there. And then I'm going to come into here, and students do not need to log in. All I do as a teacher is I just generate a pin. And now everyone can join this. So judges, if you would like to join it on your device, and audience, feel free. Take out your phone right there, markify.link/join. Go ahead and get in. We're not going to wait around, though. We're not going to start the class late. I'm kind of going to zoom in on here, and you can see it, whatever I do on here, whenever I scroll, it shows up there. So if I was wanting to use Markify on a tablet instead of the smartboard, students could still see that at the front. So we're starting to see, we're getting the members in here. Oh, sorry. I think we'll wait for a couple more people. All right, I'd say it's a good number of students. You guys can keep coming in. And I feel like we should kind of do a little bit of a demo and finish off the presentation. What do you all say? And so say I'm a math teacher. I just come in here and I can use the pen that usually comes with tablet or smartboard. And I just come in here. I can pick whatever color I want. Maybe I want this red. And I can just start answering. So 30. And this gets streamed in real time to all the students. So all of you on your devices, you can scroll down. You could see it as I'm writing. So I could come in here and be like 60. And that's all showing up real time. Students can even see the cursors, so they're following along with the lesson. And I should also mention there's a plethora of tools, not just the pen. We got the highlighter, text box. But we'll scroll down here. So with Markify, you might ask, so I've developed this, are any teachers using it? Well, I'm happy to report that when it comes to testing the market, there's actually, drum roll please, 166 wait lists. That means 166 teachers around the world. This isn't just in WCS, this is around the world. I saw someone sign up from in Asia, believe it or not. So I don't know how they found out about it, but you're getting teachers in here, they're joining the wait list, they're interested, and starting in February, I'm hoping to open up this wait list to start letting people use it. Now, perhaps even bigger though, Markify has been approved within Williamson County Schools. It was a 2-month process. They approved it start of January, and there's 25 teachers in WCS, and over half of them are using it daily. Every single day, they're getting their students to join in, try it out, and see it. You can also see here kind of on the other side here, these are 3 different influencers that have over 10,000 followers on Twitter that make all sorts of marketing and advertising of their favorite ed tech products, and they have all started following Markify and have joined the wait list and are interested to try it out. So a lot of potential here. And then, I see, forgot to fix the spelling mistakes, so we'll just kind of come in here. We'll just kind of fix that, we'll leverage the annotation tools. But these are kind of 3 of the lessons that I learned making Markify, and I should mention it's some of them. There's probably several hundred here, and we'll kind of label here. But the first one is that there is a very big difference. When I originally started Markify, I thought I'd be done in 4 months, and teachers could start using it, be ready to go. Yeah, it turns out there's a very big difference between making kind of a hobby project and something that's actually fully fledged. It meets all the security standards and works well in the classroom. Second, most people, or in this case teachers, are perfectly content with the way of doing things. There's been teachers I've gone to that have loved Markify, and yet they still are wanting to stick to the whiteboard, and that's fine. But what you have to do is you have to show them. You can't just tell them what Markify is. You have to actually show them what it is and get their feedback on it to get them interested. And last but not least, everything from opportunities to scaling a business, as I'm sure everyone in this room can agree with, requires forming connections. So, last slide, I promise. Then you all can go home. We'll kind of come in here. So to continue this mission of Markify, I am asking for $3,000. And with this investment, my next steps will include really 2 categories. First of all, about 1,000 of it is going to go to developing features and implementing a pricing model. So that's really going to come down in the hosting costs. And then second, I want to market Markify mainly by going out to ed tech events. That is the primary way that teachers and staff find out about new products, is going to these conferences. So I'd love to buy a table at that. But anyway, I want to thank everyone for listening. I know that at least everyone in here knows at least one person that's crazy enough to be a teacher. So if you could take a picture of this and send it to them and tell them to join the wait list, see if it's something they're interested in, I would greatly appreciate it. Other than that, I'm done with my presentation. Thank you.